an ex-Golden Gloves fighter, middleweight, came in and asked me, with Mayweather's big fight coming up, if there's any guidance for avoiding overtraining, especially as you get older. And yeah, I think that most of my guys, when I tell them that they have to exercise or else I'm going to put them on high blood pressure medicines or diabetes medicines or cholesterol medicines, they usually will say, okay, I'm going to go exercise. And then I hear that they went out and did the usual routine that they learned back in high school. That's not sustainable, number one. Number two, as my coach, Dr. Andy Weil, always says, behavior or exercise is important, but you have to act your age. Meaning you have to adopt the exercise that's specific for your age group. You're not going to be jumping out of a plane if you have osteoporosis and possible hip fracture. But by the same token, that doesn't mean you just have to be doing Arthur Murray dancing. I think there's very different exercises that can be taken advantage of, but it means using the knowledge base of somebody else that is very good with personal programs and developing an exercise routine or some form of activity movement that helps with sustainability and getting you to the point of 90 to 100 years of age without any medicines or surgeries. Going back and doing 2-hour workouts at the gym, lifting weights, isn't really great for everybody. In fact, I don't think it's great at all. It's nice if you're in high school and you're exercising with a team because there's bonding that you can get, but it's really a waste. I don't think you have to get that big. When I was bodybuilding, there's no questions that to put mass on or get ripped, as we call it, you have to put time in the gym, and that time and effort will be usually rewarded with a couple of awards or trophies. But same thing with any other sport. But if you're the average guy who works 50 to 60 hours a week and you have 2 kids, bills to pay, retirement home that you're planning for, you should probably tidy up your exercise and think outside the box, or at least invest in something that resonates with you, that's going to make it sustainable, but also that doesn't rob you of your time with your family or relaxation therapy or sleep. I think a lot of people are used to, just like college life, taking away from sleep because it's not so valuable, you can make it up. But I will tell you, if you have to rely on concentration for prolonged amounts of time, if you have to rely on numbers crunching, starting to dip into your sleep is not going to be the way you are sustainable for a company. And relying on 5-hour energy is not going to do it either. Well, it might do it for a short time, but then you're going to pay with hypertension, palpitations, acne, and probably irritable bowel syndrome after taking all that crap that you'll find at the grocery store. So I think there is a place for exercise. There's a place for utilizing the knowledge base that you had when you were a kid. If you overtrain when you're a kid, easily you have muscle aches, you get mom or dad or a massage therapist to help with the massage, and you get rid of the pain. Or you tell coach, I'm going to take a break. But imagine taking a break or going to your employer and saying, hey, I overworked, I'm not going to come in this week. You can't do that, and you can't afford it. And then suddenly, if it happens, it makes it very like, what did I do that for? And you don't like it anymore, and it becomes a bad experience. So overtraining, depending on the decade of life, can be very involved and interfere not only with your life, with the others that are around you, depending on you. So it's very important, again, at the gate, to start out with something that will be sustainable, something that won't injure you, yet something that you like. So again, if with regards to my Golden Gloves boxer, he was getting back into his boxing routine, which is okay, certainly healthy. I have a lot of mixed martial artists that are 20 years of age that are doing that, but when you're a truck driver and you're 40 years of age or 50 years of age and you're trying to get back into the old routine, either you're going to get hurt going in the ring again, or it's going to rob too much time. So maybe you can condense it. PX90 on TV, I've seen it before and I've seen the DVDs. It's pretty cool. But if you can condense the exercise into a shorter amount of time, just take the bullet points out of it, and then use it on a regular basis, that's much better. More important than overtraining is burning out and not doing it anymore. So look into both possibilities, but keep that in mind when you're trying to come up with getting back into shape.